Hello, chat. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody that's sitting in the chat right now. Hello, coolest guy. Hello there, Chris Wills. Hey there, Dino King. Howdy. Howdy. Hey there, Mew. But what if I call the lady? Don't. If you want to stream right now, you don't do that. Hey there, Hag. Howdy, everybody. Hello. Don't need to find the best one. The best one's obviously black and white. All right, let me just move over to the full cam here. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Hello. So we're on a timer, right? I'm looking. I've already started the script for what the best Pokemon region is. The thing is, though, I only got to work on it a little bit recently, and then I ended up having the weekend hit because I just got that good old fancy next part of the iceberg done. I'm excited for proving the best Pokemon game to you guys. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. But howdy. Let's do this. We have 1 hour, 2 hours probably maximum. 3 would be excessive. I doubt it. But remember, a nap, according to her, is not something that you time or have an alarm for. It is something that you are supposed to just have and wake up to. Let me throw on ducks for you guys. That's what I should be doing. Let me throw on ducks. Duck. See, because we were supposed to go for a walk. Take the boy out for a hike, which Mr. Yeager is in the office with me today. Mr. Yeager, would you like to come here, please? Could you please come here? Can you please come here to show the people how big you've got it? Can you please come here to show the people how big you've got it? Come here. He's the biggest of boys now. Oh, God, he's a big boy. All right, hold on. Work with me. Look how big this boy has gotten. Look how massive. Look at this boy. He's gotten so big. He's such a big, healthy boy, right, buddy? Right, buddy? You want to look at the camera? I am Dio posing right now. That's my face. I'm Dio posing. Okay. You don't let me held up anymore. He's like, I want to go back to my bone. Please. I want to go back to my bone. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I can't even turn the camera that way anymore because it's over. Camera's right there. It's hard to do that, but he's big. He's such a big boy. What did I miss in chat? Why is Ducks all sorts of gooped up here? Let me look at chat here. Let's see. Hey, Memento Morium, how are you doing? Hey there, Dermos. Do you need a session about 30 minutes? I feel a time crunch. Letting you sleep. How many times should we wake up? Big boy, huge big boy. Yeah, he's big. He's gained some size. Odie's curled up in her blanket, turns out, as per usual. Let's see here. So before I actually get started with doing some research here, right? I have updates. I have news, okay? The cooking stream, well, I just revealed it by accident. It's gonna be a stream. I've decided that it's gonna take too much effort to record and then edit it for maybe the 300 people who might watch it as a video, because most of the audience that wants to watch videos are people who are going to listen at work, not actually watch it. So I'm just gonna do a cooking stream. That's what I'm gonna do. I have all the ingredients downstairs. I might do it on, I want to say Thursday, but I'll let you guys know for sure. I mean, you guys will see. It's not gonna be on Monday, at least. It's not gonna be on Monday. Might be a Thursday thing, because Thursdays seem to do. Actually, Thursdays don't do decently well, do they? Usually it's a Wednesday thing that does decently well. So maybe we'll just do it on Wednesday, the normal, you know. We'll do that on Wednesday. So that's done and out of the way. Now people stay, but happy to pop in and say hello. Well, thank you for popping in and saying hello. That's all I can ask for. In addition, actually that's really it. That's the only real update that I have. I literally streamed on Friday. So why don't we pop on over to Plastic Ducks here. Slap that on screen. Perfect. New game. Infinity Cool is fine. Slap it on. Oh, let's not sit like a shrimp, right? Let's not sit like a shrimp. Let's. Nah, that's life right there. You see that? That's life. That's life. I just have the headlights or the overlights on, not putting on the actual lights. I don't feel an importance in that right now. Today's just not that. You know what I mean? Today's just not that. So, let's see here. Welcome. Let's do some research here, shall we? So far, I'm really happy because I'm judging every game on a number of core factors: gameplay, innovations, how full the world feels, the story, the villains, which I'm separating from the story, the Pokemon designs, and then sales. How well did they sell? So that's super important. So for example, like, to explain all of that better, uh, gameplay is literally just exactly that. Like, does it feel, what's the quality of life? Does it feel sluggish? Do I have to grind? Do I have to backtrack? Where are my move deleters? So on and so forth. Pokemon centers, Pokemon, how abundant are they, Hey, Big Ends. Oh, gosh. How are you doing, buddy? Then we're going to get into, like I said, the innovations of it. So, like, all right, double battles, held items, abilities, Z moves, mega forms, so on and so forth. Not only how impactful were they when they were released, but how well did they do? I just realized I was quiet that entire time. Not only how well did they do when they released, how well did they do overall, right? Were they kept? Were they innovative? Did people like them? What was the, so on and so forth. I want to stick a beta run rate in my mouth. No, Biggins. You know what? I got you, buddy. Biggins. Let me pick you up here. Let me just pick you up. Let's go with. I can't pick any of this music. You know what? Nobody can be sad with Kirby music. Kirby music to make you feel better. There we go. That's the track. You guys can't hear it. I just realized I was just dancing. You didn't hear a single thing. You just, I'd look like an absolute idiot, which is no different than usual. Where are the new emotes for YouTube if there are slots? They are not here. Unfortunately, I made all those emotes for the Discord because I needed a break. I actually got, for the first time in since October, I got burnt out. So I needed 1 day of break. I watched all of the new Devil May Cry series on Netflix. Different story than regular Devil May Cry, but I loved it through and through. Beginning to end, it's fun, it's stupid, it's everything you want, and it's actually a really good story. They actually did a phenomenal job. I felt so happy to watch that. I just laid on the couch. I wanted to go get sushi. I couldn't because there was too many people, so I literally could not get sushi. I could not get a seat, so I was upset. Got home, ate a whole pizza. Anna came home with ribs. I ate the ribs. I ate like a fried avocado piece slice that she brought. I ate some ice cream. Like, I ate easily 3,500 calories after going to the gym yesterday. Easily 3,500 calories. But as for the emoji, they want me to have 25 more members to even get one more emote. So yeah, they're so great though. Somehow makes the whole collection more colorful. Thank you. They were all using the bases that you gave me, because yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. I had a great time. I wanted a laughing one, like the laugh like this, but with Chikorita and the leaf is coming around. I made it, but I didn't like it. I was at the tail end of me doing it all. So I got tired. I recognized them? Yes. Okay. Innovations in Pokemon Yellow is not really something that we can really talk about. Isn't much to talk about in general. Actually, did they add... Alright, every Pokemon game in release order. List of games by release dates. Pokemon Yellow. What? I guess the biggest innovation would be that you basically played as Ash. You basically got to play as Ash. Like what else really was there? Sure, there were some aesthetic changes and stuff like that. They really just made it look better. Like, gameplay changes. You start with Pikachu. You know, your rival gets Eevee. Whoa, let's go Pikachu, let's go Eevee. Oh, way back in the day. Except it's only Pikachu. Wild, isn't it? The boy is asleep next to me now. They did have a minimal friendship system. Friendship system was put into place with Pikachu. Their storyline changes, but that's you know, whatever. Players may trade between two cartridges with the Game Boy Link cable, taking full advantage of this feature. Several Pokemon exclusive to other Gen 1 games. So, I mean, that existed from the beginning. You know, trading between games is from the very beginning. Trading between Pokemon games existed from the very beginning. I do want to get another laughing emote out there. That's one that I really want to get together, but it's hard for me to find one that I really, really enjoy. I want to sneak Ghastly in there also, so then I have Gengar, Haunter, and Ghastly. And then when I thought of the cross one, like you know, I immediately thought of Misty using the cross on Ghastly, but I figured it'd be really funny, considering it didn't work on Ghastly, for Haunter to hold the cross, because if a ghost is holding a cross, you know you're screwed. That was my thought process on that one. Okay. So the games couldn't automatically translate languages without causing a corruption, so you couldn't trade between... A Japanese game could not connect to a non-Japanese game. Could not trade with non-Japanese cartridges, or due to being unable to translate the characters over. As such, it would just corrupt the game. Or just cause a corruption. Big God, you ghost, but your ghost too. I believe in the Lord and the Savior, though. Yellow is compatible with Japanese exclusive Pokemon Stadium, Stadium 2, Western Stadium 2, okay. They had the Game Boy printer, Ballin', single set of color palettes. International has 2 sets. I mean, so okay, Virtual Console got, that's the Nintendo DS 3DS Virtual Console, so that is what it is. Making changes there. That's really it. There's no innovations. The fact that Pokemon Yellow itself is the innovation. Ultimately, Pokemon Yellow itself is the innovation. It brought audiences in from the Western cultures. And kickstarted a lifetime of journeys, of generational journeys through the world of Pokemon. I feel like I'd be remiss, because I do have a point system here. I feel like I'd be remiss out of a 1 to 3 to not give it a 3 automatically. I feel like that's only fair, considering without everything else, no other innovations would exist. Because without it, no other innovations would have ever happened. I guess that could be argued for every other thing here, but I feel like that's, you know, yellow also only fixed the front sprites. The back sprites are the same from red and blue. Oh, well, there it is. So that gets into the Pokemon soon. That gets into one of the other categories here. So no other innovations would have ever actually happened. We won't apply this logic to all categories, but it feels apt here when we can't really apply an innovation. It feels more apt than giving it a 1. Yellow was only a surface level innovation. Exactly. Yellow's biggest innovation is that red, green, and blue were released in Japan, and then Stadium, and then yellow was the first game released in North America. And then Pokemon Red and Blue were brought to us. That's the biggest thing. Then let's see. What was step 3 here? So gameplay innovations, how the world feels. How full does it really feel? How does the world feel within Pokemon Yellow? Oof. That's hard. That's hard, because when you look back at Pokemon Yellow, like if I pull up footage right now, actually, let me not do that here. Let me pull that up on, this will be better for me. Because if I need to, I can show you guys then. Pokemon Yellow full game, no commentary. So, if we look at this, I do not want to hear the game. I do not want to hear the game. Yeah, I don't care if you guys see what I watch. I know what I'm about. Not that any of it's dirty, but Pokemon Yellow. Actually, let me just make sure that there's nothing else here. Like Google trying to dox me like it likes to, because it has a habit of doing that for some stupid reason. Screw you, Google. There we go. So I'm just gonna put this in the corner, so that way it's not disrupting anything. But like, if we look at this, let me also lower you guys. Like, it seems smooth. Feels the same as R&B, just has some anime references sprinkled in. Add Jesse and James Royals, only editions I know of. Yeah, the starter NPCs, yeah, you get Pikachu, you basically don't, you know, they change encounter rates, so you're more likely to end up with Ash's team. So like, I got a lot of that, you know, underneath my belt. But like, when you look at this, actually, it's a lot faster. Wait, hold on, I need to check this. That's actually way faster than you expect. Hold on, what? Hold on. I need to addendum here. Whoa. What? Sorbal standards, water miracles, apart motor emulators, but we're gonna give it a fair shake. Especially as the combat is actually faster than some of the later games. We can thank we can thank lack of animation, lack of attack animations for that. There we go. You're definitely still slow moving in terms of gameplay. All right, so let's look at the actual. Let's look at the actual world, huh? Shall we? Like, I want to see how full this feels. So there's Ekans. They're fighting Team Rocket there, because you cannot catch an Ekans in the wild, or maybe they weren't fighting Team Rocket. Oh, those old sprites. Wow, wow. Those NPCs have been placed in the same spot for 30 years, nearly. For nearly 30 years, they've been placed in the same exact spot. Not a single thing has changed in terms of that. I want to skip. Let me jump. Why is this the most replayed part? Because Misty, are they gooning out here? What is happening? What's going on? Like, why? Like, it's a bunch of pixels. What did you... What? There are people walking around? What was that? Hold on, what? I wasn't ready to see that. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a Chansey there? Oh, we made a mistake. We're in the wrong timeline. We're in the wrong timeline. Why is there not a Chansey at every single... She even bows? I don't remember. Does that even happen in the modern games anymore? I mean, obviously in the modern games they're 3D, so yeah, but like, you know, they have different stuff going on. But what? What? There's so much little bits of flavor here, dude. What is this? Heard there was a cut master. Yeah, whatever. SSN here. Perfect. Beautiful. What a great time to be alive. Yeah, everything's what you expect it to be. I mean, if you remember blue, you remember red, you remember blue, fire red, leaf green, whatever. A lot of the world is pretty much exactly the same. The difference, though, is it's just little flavor details. Oh my gosh. Yeah, show the dumpy. You're just showing the dumpy. You just flexing, squatting on us. I might have been in and out of a mini funk for the last like week or two when I got tired. Anytime I got tired, just but I've lucked out. I lucked out, and now finally after being healed by the Devil May Cry 8 episodes, I'm feeling great again. It's fantastic. It's a great feeling. Lots of little details. Yeah, these back sprites are rough. Those are, you can tell those are not the same sprites at all. Like, they just sat down and said, oh, the thing that people are going to see the most of their own Pokemon, don't bother. Don't bother updating them. I mean, the world feels about it, like, honestly, it's as full as your modern, like I said, fire red, leaf green stuff. So I'm gonna note that then. I'm basically noting that. There's no reason to note otherwise. Honestly, when you think of fire red, leaf green, and maybe even the Let's Go games, honestly, the world is pretty much exactly the same. Exactly the same throughout the years. This can be applied to NPCs throughout the city. NPCs throughout the city. movement, trainer battles, trainer battle locations, and more. I think where Pokemon Yellow gets a big plus though is in the little details that I really do not remember seeing in other games. And other. I like to think the Mew glitch is a time warp in the Pokeverse. That's why he's all bleh. Just bleh. I want to go home. There's no emote for tired and lost will to use. Like, just imagine a Hypno who doesn't have a fluke to give. We need to get you. We need to get you on a train to Anywheresville. We need to get you on a train to Anywheresville. Yes, I did use fluke. On purpose. Oh, I saw the capital F. I saw the capital F. I do not. I'm not. I did not think twice about it whatsoever. The big plus though isn't it? Little details that I really don't remember. Other games. Nurse Joy having a Chansey with her, or the Pokemon attendant having a Chansey with her. Look at what new word I made up. Is it just to describe? Shall we just use that to describe lost will of motivation and tiredness? Did I pronounce it right at least? Center nurse having a Chansey, which yes, I know is a reference to Nurse Joy. But just let it exist in the Poke Centers. As it should. Was there a... Hold on. Poke Center... I'm just going to type in Poke Center. I should not have done that. I don't think an Audino is ever next to them. Why? Okay, the yellow one is different. Why? Those are the layouts. Okay, those are layouts without people inside of it. Ignorance is blissy. Dude, ask her out. If you don't ask, you will never get a Chansey for Happiny. Ignorance is blissy. I'm gonna start dying slowly. Let's see here. Is there ever an Audino? Nope. No. Only in Pokemon Yellow do we get this sort of thing. Wish me luck cleaning up the aftermath of my cooking today. Best of luck. Hopefully it didn't. Hopefully nothing exploded. I need to ask you why. Why? It's bye. I can't find anything. Has the hold on, I'm gonna get distracted for a second here, chat. Has the Pokemon Center updated anything? Do they have they changed? They added some merch. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. A student's involvement. They have graduation merch. Year of the Eevee. Bunch of Eevee sleeping plushes are coming. They just restocked on some really soft plushes. They have battle mats. Honestly, I'd like a new mat for my mouse, but I'm gonna try and not spend money at all. Because I have that convention I want to go to. I really want to go to that convention. Oh, they're selling plushes of Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. With a pre-order bonus. Too bad I already have my horseradish right there. Bro, he's cheating. Total hacks are up, bro. Have they added Golurk? And they have added... Have they... Nope, still sold out. Which, I doubt Regigigas is back either. Yep, of course not. Nothing matters anymore. Burn it down. Oh. Oh, that's cute. If you get some of the Pokemon and their regional variants, you can buy one and then share one with another. Parallel pairs. Twice a night. So you buy them both together. Oh. That's cute. None of this is sponsored. None of this is sponsored. I'm just curious. And I'm a sucker for Pokemon. Who would have guessed, right? That 63-inch tall Gardevoir Pokemon plush is terrifying still. The fact that that is a thing. Have they added new Soda Pop plushes? I'm a little curious. Munchlax. Bidoof. Politoed? Really? Togepi's adorable. Mew is sold out. They got a Larvitar Slow sold out. Jirachi's all sold out. The Munchlax is... There's a Munchlax that's very tempting. Anywho, I just stopped looking at this. I'm not buying any of that anytime soon. There's a convention I want to go to, and I'd rather support artists through that. He got pot. Oh my gosh. Hey there, Vatty. Letter 6 in Pokemon centers, as it should. In addition, small details, like the nurse bowing. Oh, she wasn't bowing. I'm stupid. I'm not keeping that in. I'm not keeping that in. I'm not keeping that in. It's middling. Just got here. I could tell you the best Pokemon is Steelix. No need for a stream anymore. Best Pokemon game. But hey there, Biz. How you doing? I will never forget that you love Steelix as much as you do. I say I need some incense as well. Woohoo! All right, let's see here. Honestly, the world is solid. But not excessive. But not excessive. And we could say the same thing about many of our other Pokemon games. Can't say it about Let's Go. The best Pokemon game is Pokemon Steelix. You heard, Baze. You know what? You're right. Stream's over. Channel's done. No amount of funding will ever keep this channel off the ground now. Because, you know what? Everything was answered right there. Everything was answered. Biz came in, answered, done. You know? That's it. What else? Not excessive. Not excessively filled. Pokemon Steelix coming 2035. So just start making Pokemon games where your starter is just one Pokemon, one specific Pokemon every game. I don't know. I feel like Yellow. Hey, Ned. Hey there, Siri. Arting. Ayo. Let's go. Let's go. I did some art last night. That's where all the emotes came from. I was having fun with those. I don't know how to rank how full the world of Pokemon Yellow is. It's full, it's solid, it's just not excessively filled, and not really comparable to the modern day games, of course. Modern day games. Mainline or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Count? We are only doing mainline. We are only doing mainline. If I did all the side games, I'd be screwed. This is already going to be a long video. Like, this is something crazy. It's got to go to Let's Go Pikachu. Best. The rival doesn't match. Trick pulls Revive out from behind your ear. Makes it easy 10 out of 10. You want good characters? Trick. So because you guys weren't here earlier, I'm gonna put it this way. Gameplay, innovations, how full the world feels, the story, the villains, or rather the antagonist, the Pokemon designs, and of course, sales. Those are all, yeah, those are all the categories that I'm judging these off of. That's the big punch, essentially, you know. And I'm starting with Pokemon Yellow. I would have put it as generation. But then, like, that mixes up stuff, you know what I mean? It mixes up stuff like Arceus with... I think it's Arceus with Galar. Galar's Sword and Shield. Because technically that's all the same generation. I'm not sure how I feel about doing that. I don't know how I feel about that. School project. Deadlines tomorrow may finally be freed. Break the shackles. Gonna feed the hens, pick up some eggs. Do anyone want to gamble how many eggs will be today? The medium is 8.7. I'm gonna go with 7 then. Guys, if anything, just go in there with the confidence of Mewtwo and destroy that project tomorrow. See, there you go, Will. Will's got this. Will's got you. How many places can you go inside of? Hold on. Let me pull the game back up again. Let's see. How many places can you really go inside of? Okay, yep. Diglett Caveman. Diglett Caveman. Just punching. Just punching. Pikachu looks like it's spinning in my head. I know its tail is just wagging back and forth, but it just looks like it's spinning from the back. What? Well, oh, Utopia is the person's name that's playing this. Okay. I was very confused for a second there. Some of these designs, my lord. My lord, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Name isn't Trick, it's Trace. I forgot because he's so lame. He's a little trace of blue, but worse. It's like Mew drew blue, and I traced it, but since it was me, it was done really poorly. My god. Oh, I like that Venonat sprite. I like the whoop. I like that. I like that. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of whoop Venonat. That's what it's being called from now on. Whoop. When you're moving your leg forward. Ooh, hold up. That War Turtle was styling, though. Oh, he's styling out here. He's a Super Sentai. Let's go. Oh, my bro. What? Oh, okay. That's classic Meowth. I think how it could be done is if you reduce the number of games by eliminating the best versions of each game, Ruby could be taken out of the ranking because who is playing them over Fire Red, Leaf Green? Or... oh, Red, Blue, Yellow. Who's playing them over Fire Red, Leaf Green, Pikachu Eevee. Got it. Tempting. It's actually very tempting. You know, it might be easier. It might be easier to say generation and then add my own rules to it rather than going by every little thing here. Because, yeah, they are super duper similar. Was that a Maniac? What was that? What was going on there? Yeah, that is a Pokemaniac. All Venonat sprites are done amazingly. Oh, short answer to which is the strongest Pokemon as any 6-year-old know. The strongest is any over-leveled trainer. Speaking nothing but facts. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right, there it is. Hello. 20 more of those, and I could throw on, I could throw one of the emotes from the Discord on here. But, let me just do, oh, it's a cave. I got a cave. Here's the life! Wait. I don't think it's set up for you guys, is it? Audio? Oh, it's flat up. Oh, perfect. Thanks for giving 5 memberships to the community! Iana? Lana? I'm gonna go with Iana. I'm gonna go with Iana because it's the first letter and looks like a capital I to me. Lenore Wolf 312, Evan Karasu, Nix Stars, and Great Lakes Feather Co. Welcome to being Wonders. Thank you for supporting the channel, Heels. How you doing? It is reverb. It's on. Oh, prep for D&D session. Oh gosh. Cut workload in half. It wouldn't be that hard to explain the video. I think you get away with any game. Yeah, I feel like that might be. I might revamp this just a little bit. And take the best strengths is what I'll do to make this easier then. The hard part. Okay, let me. Each game though to cut repetition or to cut though for the sake of entertainment we will consider Kills MVP, no fair. I was in the kitchen. Wait, what? Oh, the Curie. Yeah, the best sellers is a part of it, but that's okay. That's okay. For the sake of entertainment, we will consider hold on. Every Pokemon generation. I can't do generation. If I do generation, I'll muck it up. Disappears. Kitchen's now nice and clean. Ayo, let's go. We'll consider some games as a oh no, I don't want to consider them as a singular game. For the sake of entertainment, we will. You know what? I got this. I don't even need to explain it. There's no reason to explain it. I got this. I think I'll keep it exactly how it is. And when it comes to red and blue, it's like, all right, red and blue are, like, when I talk about them, I'm like, yeah, red and blue, same thing. Just different Pokemon, obviously. You know what I mean? We'll set it as a 1. A 1 out of 3 on world building. It's as simple as that. Sword and Shield and Scarlet Violet are closest to the red, blue, yellow cell numbers. It's crazy. They sold incredibly well. Those games sold incredibly well. Like if you look at the top selling Pokemon games, let's see here. Reception. Units sold. Red and blue had 31 million. Nothing has beat that. Nothing. Meanwhile, yellow has 14 million. Too bad they sold well, because that shows that all the glitches and badness are meh, because they'll still get money. Shoot, but still sad. It's also the originals. You know what I mean? You gotta think about like the people that like, oh, this is the first game. This is the beginning. right? Because then you look at other games, and that's also, you got to think about the number of years that people could have bought it still. You know, like if I pull up, you probably can't buy it. Pokemon Red. Shopping. eBay, Walmart. But that's through Walmart, not actual Walmart. Walmart, Amazon, blah 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 blah. These are sellers. These are not the Pokemon company themselves. This is not GameStop. This is just simply, you know what I mean? So when you look at it and you break it down, you meant Sword and Shield, Scarlet Violet. Red and Blue are masterpieces who deserve it. Their glitches are all good and based. Sword and Shield, Scarlet Violet just really need to be polished up. Oh, they absolutely did. They absolutely need to be polished. And it's worked. Playtest is starting. I'll see y'all later. Happy Pokemon Hunters. Thank you for being here, Wells. You have yourself a great rest of your day. Thanks for stopping in. Red and Blue also sold really well on 3DS, and it wasn't a remake. Those copies are on the 31 mil total. Ah, there it is then. And there you go. Alright. The world building is a 1. It's not world building, it's just worlds. Like how full the world feels. It's a 1. It's what you expect. It's a standard. You know what I mean? Gonna go prep for your stash. Have a good stream. Thank you. You have yourself a great rest of your day, Vatty. Thank you for popping in. Let's see here. Red, blue, yellow functioning is a miracle itself. They're held together by duct tape, missing those hopes and dreams, honestly. The story. The story of red, blue, and yellow. The story. I'm going to take a screenshot of sales and aggregate review scores for myself for the future. I'm going to need that for when I actually do the video itself, not just scripting it. Let's see. 6 eggs? Ooh, I was close. Yesterday was plentiful, so I knew today was beast subpar. 11 yesterday. That's crazy. I don't know if sales matter as much as the other categories. Red, blue, yellow is a broken mess of a game, and if you weigh sales too highly, the better games like Heart Gold, Soul Silver are going to fail to compete. So it's a ranking system not through anything other than, hey, oh, plot is what it should be, not story. Either way. The way that it goes is everything is on a 1 to 3 system. 1, you hit the minimum requirements. Sure, it's fine. 2, it's, you know what, you did a good job. 3, fantastic, right? You did something that excelled and went beyond everything else, right? And because of there being, what, 6 categories, 7 categories, you can have a total score of, whatever, 18 or 21, and then they're all going to be lined up from there. So you get an opinionated explanation with support, but then you also get a structured ranking point system. That way, like, hey, if you're somebody who doesn't care if the game looks a little worse, you just want a smooth game that the battles are fun, boom, there you go. You can find your game. You know what I mean? So there you go. So it's a way of evening it out. You want lemon tarts? Oh, I had McDonald's breakfast this morning. We wanted crappy food. The story is of course going to be the same as Pokemon. Actually, hold on. I want to look at something here. Red, blue, fire red, leaf green are separate. Okay, perfect. Lead, blue, separate, yellow, gold and silver, crystal, ruby and sapphire, fire red and leaf green, emerald, diamond and pearl, platinum, hard gold, silver, black and white 2. Okay, perfect. That's basically my categories. Those are my categories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oof. 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 My gourd. My gourd. My goodness gracious. Let's see here. Alright. Story is, of course, going to be similar to Pokemon Red and Blue, with exclusion to how we get our starter. Not including their 3D games, or they get a separate video. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl are in there. They're in there. Everyone's favorite Pokemon game, Heart Gold, Ultra Moon, Legend Arceus. Done. I think potentially in that order. Like, I feel like I've played Heart Gold over and over again, even as an adult. And then Ultra Moon. That wasn't the end of the song, was it? Oh my gosh, it was. She's been asleep for 40... I've been streaming for 40 minutes already. Lady's been asleep. Let's put on the champion themes. I feel like it's most fitting. X, White 2, and Violet. Sword Shield, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Heart Gold, Silver in that order. Ooh. Black and White 1 and 2. Emerald, Oris, Pokemon Legends Arceus. So it's hard because some of these games I haven't played, like Oris. I haven't played Oris. Red, Blue, Yellow was the first RPG for a lot of kids. The Game Boy was a console that everyone had, but it didn't have that many RPGs. But something new and original. Pokemon Fever was crazy, and that's a huge part of it. That's a huge part of it, and I do take that. So I said in part of the innovations section, like, Yellow is the innovation. You haven't played Oris? I have not. That is the last game other than... Haven't played Yellow. But I played Red. I played Crystal. Played Fire Red. I never played Platinum specifically. I never played Black 2, White 2. Never played Oris. Not played Let's Go. That's it. That's it. Platinum and Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Heart Gold, Soul Silver is going to be up there. Legends Arceus. ZA, unless they fumble it so bad, will probably replace it. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Black 2 in that order. Ooh. Did everything right. He has not played... or ass. Krill doesn't like remakes. Hey. Hey. I played Heart Gold, Soul Silver a lot. Pokemon Professor. He calls himself Pokemon Professor. Listen here. Do I need to do a Nuzlocke of that next? Do I need to do a Memberthon Nuzlocke of that next? Is that what I need to do? So it's, of course, going to be similar to Red and Blue with exclusion of how we get our starter. Is there anything else, really? Yes. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Nuzlocke, Oris, you coward / affectionate. Definitely, it's the definition of a remake, and Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl fumbled completely. Gen 3 is where Nuzlocke came from. That is true. That is true. That is incredibly true. Okay. That's why I'm still ambitious on completing the decks for the past few days. Oh. Let's see. Leave Kanto. Pikachu breaks on a ball and starts following the player on foot. Hey, Pi, how you doing? And howdy there, Jester. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let's see. Which games are you not including? I am just doing mainline. So red and blue, yellow, gold and silver, crystal, and you can figure out the rest how that works out. Remakes are included. Because it's based on how they sold / released, not generation. Actually, let me show you guys the thumbnail. I'm excited about this thumbnail. This thumbnail's dope. Do I have it on my computer? Let me go grab it. I'm real proud of this thumbnail. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Real proud of this thumbnail. Best game, download, browse. Boom. I might do more work with it. There's some stuff that I learned. I finally read the document that Mew sent me. Mew, I didn't even tell you that today, I realized. But I finally read one of the documents that Mew sent me, and I'm super tempted. Super duper tempted to come back, like, to look at this and try to, like, develop it a little bit further, but I'm also really happy with where it is, looking at it again, like, 2 days later. So it's a little hard for me to just be like, you know what I mean? To want to change it. That's the only game I ever completed the Pokedex for. Really? Tore your knee muscle picking trash at the parks, fell down a hill? Oh my goodness gracious. Currently, been running through Second Black playthrough. Get the stupid Abundant Shrine, which is locked in post-game to get me a stupid Stantler. Steven theme. Nice thumbnail. Thank you guys. Twisted an ankle from walking. That was the second time she twisted an ankle. My gosh. Usually when you injure something, it's typically easier to injure it again. But yeah, that's the thumbnail. I'm excited for that. Plots. Little definition on the Charizard's next. The rest is great. You know what? Just for you, I might have to do exactly that. Just for you, I might have to do exactly that. TCG card that features both Reshiram and Charizard. Really? What's funny is I did look at some TCG cards, and if you look at the, so I couldn't get the neck and the head right from that angle, so I took, like, the most disgusting back sprite of Charizard there was, and I'm like, I'm just getting the outline for this. I just need to get the angled outline from this. I just drew around it, I'll be honest, and I'm like, all right, get that off, get that away from here. I need to now redefine it. Like, I mean, the most disgusting pixel back art. It was blurry and everything, and I said, I just need to. All right, now I'm gonna add my teeth. I'm gonna change the horns, and I'm good to go. Cause I'm like, I don't like how they had this, and this, and I'm just not feeling it right now. I'm not seeing it. I need to get a better understanding of how to get this angle in as someone who never draws Charizard. So, there was that. Well, otherwise, I feel pretty happy with Reshiram, because I'm able to look at Reshiram and be like, okay, I know how to draw you. With a reference, looking at the reference. And then I got the Charizard's wings just fine, which was nice to be able to do. Oh, my eye itches. Sometimes, if I ever need to just do something quick, I will grab the pixel art. I never want to grab, like, big, fully done and rendered art and do that. I will grab, like, the pixel art if I feel like I need it to just be done and I just cannot figure it out whatsoever, just to get the outline. And then I'm like, all right, perfect. Because then it's also helpful because those outlines or those, like, back sprites are only good if people really recognize them. And then I'm like, okay, if that's where it is, I'm going to change where I'm going to adjust the eye, I'm going to get my shading in, blah, 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 blah. My goal is to always be honest with the things that I do. I am no god of art. Let's see. Hey there, Reshi. How you doing? Reference is an artist's best friend, really though, for real. I'm trying to make sure I have a reference on my screen almost at all times. Good character design is a distinct silhouette. Facts. It helps a lot with Pokemon specifically. Ugh. Let's see here. You punch to the gyms. I don't really think there's much to talk about here. Runs from the guard shop. You punch the gyms. Deal with Lavender Tower. Sorry, Pokemon Tower. Lavender Town's Pokemon Tower, which is revealed to be haunted by Ghastly and Haunter. Almost every single person in Pokemon you can recognize by a silhouette. It's super impressive. You could literally play Who's That Pokemon Trainer and get a good score. You could. I'm thinking like the Juggler. I'm thinking about the Bird Keepers. You know, I'm looking like the Ruined Maniacs. Maniacs in general. Actually, that's a really good point. I've never had anybody say that before. Is there really much to talk about when it comes to the story of Pokemon Yellow? Like, the antagonist is separate, right? Our antagonists, our villains, they're separate. I felt like they deserve their own, you know. I feel like they deserve their own section. Jesse and James holding... Where was it? Mr. Fuji held hostage by Jesse and James is wild. It is wild to see. Jesse and James are in it? Yeah. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yeah, this is, As a kid, I hated Pokemon Yellow. I still dislike Pikachu today due to that game. My gosh. Especially done with him seeking out duck poop, so I'm going to muzzle him for training and walks outside. Yeah, that's probably for the best. End theme. There it is. There it is. Real to be haunted by Ghastly and Haunter. You get Jesse and James added in. For some extra sustenance. But really, this is the basic story of becoming a champion through the game. Even the game presents itself that way. Read the blurb off. So, ultimately, allowing us to save time, we can keep... So ultimately, since it meets the base standards, it gets a 1. What's this? Oh, you sent me the art. Oh my gosh. I chose... Now I'm really happy I chose Reshiram and Charizard together. Those are... Oh my gosh, that art. Ooh. Pull him nonstop today for an hour during training. Not so fun. So the trainer recommended muzzling him, which I hope he will accept. Doug, so QPS, I'm back. Hey, Music Man, how you doing? Let's see here. We can move on to the next one. What's the next category? Oh, I think it's villains or antagonists rather. I think it's antagonists. Story, villains. Oh. Discovered you have a membership? Yeah, it's a gifted membership. So now you can use emotes, view videos early, see behind the scenes content, all that good stuff. And I think we're like 20 members away from getting another fat emote from the Discord onto here. Otherwise, I'll just keep loading the Discord with emotes because that's fun. Like, just whenever I feel like drawing and I don't want to do work. Alright. Looking at the villains, or rather, looking at the antagonist of Pokemon Yellow. It's Team Rocket. It's Team Rocket. They're the trendsetters. Jeez. Okay. Hold on. Now I need to do something. We're getting closer to our 84 now. Let me just do Yes! Thank you for giving 5 memberships to the community! Chris Wells, A, Soylent Bean, Tracker, Poke Odin, and 8-Bit Ducky, welcome to being Wanderers! Thank you for supporting the channel, Nance. It's greatly appreciated. Alright, let's see here. As an evil boss, Getsis takes the cake. Getsis is way up there. Getsis hits it. Group I enjoy Team Skull and Rocket. Yes. Let's see. Iris theme though. Team Rocket. They hold an incredible weight throughout the entire franchise of Pokemon. Okay, hold on. I'm hitting a weird point in my brain. Pokemon by, hold on, generation. I need to just look at it one more time. Generation 1 is red, green, blue, and yellow. Generation 2 is gold, silver, crystal. Generation 3 is ruby, sapphire, fire, red, leaf, green, and emerald. Generation 4 is diamond. See, I'm in such a weird mental situation, right? Like, I'm in a weird, because like I want to make sure I'm not being repetitive, but I also want to compare every game specifically. If swipe again to hit Yuri into membership. Oh my goodness, Reshi, please be smart. Please be smart with your money. I'm the gacha player here, not you all. Let's see here. Maybe I do go by best. Do I go by generation? One moment, please. One moment, please. Limit, just one moment, please. Just, Precious Navi! Thank you for gifting 20 memberships to the community! Psychotics, Reverend Ramsey, Tanapat, Speed and Noob, somewhere in there. Swishy, Zenko, Rod, Ellis, Jude, Daniel, Olova, Quinn, Slime, there it is, Squab, Blaze, Y is Thom York, Sophie Saps 13, Nate Conley, Tommy DeBroyer, Plush Kids, Zy Plum, Chris Sandwall, Kia, and Kieran Trick. Ooh, I'm gonna be wonderful. Oh, never mind, there's one more in there. Colin Moore. Ooh, I'm gonna be wonders. Thank you for supporting the channel, Rashi. Jeez, you guys. And I was sitting here thinking I wasn't even gonna stream the research for this. I was just gonna, you know, do research. Thank you guys for your support today. I upped it, right? Yeah, I upped it. Upped it to 104. Good. 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 One moment, please, he says. What is this game? Plastic Duck Simulator. Can we get someone we know? Great question. Because the weird thing is, YouTube has gifted memberships to people who aren't even subscribed to the channel. You know what? I think I'm going to change it to Best Pokemon Generation. I feel like it's best to take the best parts of every generation, but I will separate No, I don't think I will. I was going to say I will separate things, but you know what? Maybe I won't. Because the biggest separation that could happen is Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And then Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, right? And then there's Sword and Shield from Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, which no one's going to care about listening to anyway, to Legends Arceus, right? It might actually be easier and more apt to go by generation. Wait a second! I just realized something. You might have just given us what we need to have one more emote on the channel. Oh my god. Hold on. If I can, then I'm going to have you guys vote what emotes. I know. Okay, it hasn't registered yet. I know we're going to have another emote. I'll have to put it on by the end of the day. There's new emotes. They're all in the Discord. I'll have to ask you guys which ones you want. Let me look at which ones I added. I added the Hammer Tinkaton. Okay. Let's do a vote. We're doing a vote. Start a poll. You get add what emote? We probably won't get another one for another 25 members because that's how YouTube works. You have to have a total amount. So I think it's every 25 members you get another emote. But Tinkaton Hammer. I have Haunter Cross. Haunter Crucifix, really. I have surprised Furret. And then I have clowned Krillic. I think those are all the new ones that I made last night. The new Gengar one? Shiny Pikachu, hello. Just want to give peeps their membership. Why the gacha? I know. I wish YouTube, it was better. If y'all are feeling better, remember, I said either 2 Koraidons and Miraidons, whichever one you prefer. One likes sandwiches, the other one likes offing people. My favorite version of that is, inside of you there are 2 wolves. One of them is gay. The other one is gay. You're gay. It's as simple as that. That's my favorite. It gets me every time. Actually, the other one is, inside of you there are 2 wolves. One of you sleeps like, me, 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 me. The other one... I can't even finish it. It just, the other one just sleeps like... That's it. It's stupid. The new Gengar emote. We have a Gengar, though. Mischievous Heart, though. You promised that. Did I? Did I promise? I haven't made that one yet. Clowner surprise, please. They're boyfriends. Ah, there it is. It just got better. Let's see. Wow. It's simple, really. What is better and stupider than a dingus krill? Clown krill. I like how your guys' job is to bully me. I admitted earlier that I haven't been feeling good for the last like 2 weeks, and it might have shown here or there. The second I started feeling better yesterday, like towards the end of the day, I started feeling like actually myself, even when tired. My girlfriend then immediately starts bullying me. Immediately. I'm just like, wow. Super sweet and super kind. You know, checking in on me and making sure I'm good. You know, putting her foot down to be like, hey, you need to take care of yourself. And then as soon as I feel better, it's like, we're back to bullying time. Oh my god, clown Krillic. Alright, listen here. I pick my choice how I can bully you. We did a sad crying emote. I want to use the other ones in YouTube default. Yeah, we do have one. That's this. Oh, it's Ed. Generation to judge everything as I stated. Gameplay will include. Yeah, it's Crying Ed. It's a Mighty Enna. We've got everything covered. The only thing we don't have covered is like a laughing emote, I think. We really don't have a laughing emote just yet. See, now I gotta re-script how I manage this. Ugh. But I can't bully Krill. This, but Ice Cube? Actually, though. Pet sleeping on our behalf, kills lady, bully him on behalf. Wow! Wow! What a swing! What Pokemon can be suggested for an emote? I don't even know. I was just going based off of my own favorites. And even then, I think I'd still choose Furret, even though Furret isn't one of my top favorites. I like it shiny, and it looked like one of the emote bases that Mew shared with me. Me when so many subs just missed your, like, she accidentally left Ultra Instinct on. My god. We can't run in the OG Pokemon games at all. Okay, I got an idea. Generation 1 includes... If we ever get a superior emote and I got a membership, prepare for hell lovingly. What would be a good superior one? Actually, the superior one would be the laughing one I was thinking about for having Chikorita, but I forgot Horseradish already has an emote somehow, because it's to celebrate. Somehow forgot. Fancy superior. You mean something along the lines of that? If she only bullies you when you feel good, isn't it a good thing that I ask for you to be bullied by her? I suppose. Because you can't run in red, blue, green, yellow. The games can barely run as is. Red, green, blue, and yellow. Okay. Though, let's talk about the most unique of them being Pokemon Yellow. Unique of them first. We'll do that. That way I don't have to re-script everything I have. Superior doing the rich anime letter. Yeah, I got you. Now it's tempting. Thing is, I have the base for that. I could do it. I could at least throw it into the Discord. I do want to put a bunch of... I have such a aversion to using emotes that have already been created or from other servers. And so I'm having fun just making them. If that does it, I will send audio of me doing the laugh. Well, all right, well, guess that's it. Super Smug Superior trademark. Guess I know what I'm doing. Let's see here. The rest of the game's third version is a good one, but in first generation, I do not agree. Yeah, yellow is limiting. Yellow limits you. Let's see. Luckily in Pokemon Yellow, Pikachu's keeping behind you. Innovations in Generation 1 isn't much to talk about in general. I'm now editing my script because I've just changed it from the best game to the best generation, which is just better, and it's just going to be easier to express things, considering all the categories that we're talking about. Smugleaf. Ah, that's an old one. Is there a minimum friendship? Alright, there's a minimal friendship system put in place with in Yellow. In Yellow with Pikachu. Could you trade in... Okay, a Japanese game could not... Okay, get in a non-Japanese game. Okay. Pokemon Yellow itself is the innovation. Okay, hold on. Okay. Innovation in Gen 1 types, Pokeballs, how the battle system works, etc. Technically, your Pokemon following you in friendship mechanics is in Pokemon Yellow. Yeah, I have that, actually. Best Pokemon game back in my day, we got our Bug in the Great Outdoor Whippersnapper. Oh my god, that... I feel like I had a stroke reading that Aragon. That one physically hurt me. That one physically hurt. Get your starter, you punch through the gyms, deal with Lavender Town's Pokemon Tower. Which is real to be haunted by Ghastly and Haunter in yellow. Or, oh no, so they're just Ghastly and Haunt. They are. Jesse and James added in yellow for extra sustenance. Otherwise, it's a basic story of you becoming a champion. And the game presents itself that way. Yellow didn't want to innovate or improve the games. They just wanted to make it closer to the anime for marketing. That is also true. But Yellow was the first United States game. So that's going to be where it's going to get a little bit weird for you, or North America game is what I should say specifically. Because there's localizations, but when it gets out of, that's when it starts to go nutsos. Because let's see. It was in Japan, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. And then Yellow was also the first. Yellow was the first one to release further than those initial three. Which, as it was added to Europe and Australia. The only fixed bug of Yellow is they limited the dialogue, telling you that Ghost was super effective against Psychic instead of fixing the type interactions. Oh my gosh, it wasn't back then, was it? Let's see. What's the blurb? Okay, Yellow's is very similar to Red and Blue. It just adds a little bit. This is just an expanded blurb that we get from Red and Blue. So ultimately it just gets a 1. Okay. Due to bug, Psychic was immune to Ghost instead of weak. That's insane to me. Like, where'd the boy go? Oh, he's sitting by the window. That freaked me out. I was like, what? Gen 1's the roughest and most meta play. The groundwork, it's good, but it does not have nearly the amount of quality of life things we do in later game. Old game jank is def there. Yeah. But that's why, like, we have all these different categories, right? If a game can hold itself up, you know what I mean? Like, it gave us Team Rocket. Team Rocket is great. Team Rocket was a trendsetter. You have to give the Generation 1 games a 3 because Team Rocket is still not only making it into the second generation, not only making it into... Team Rocket's in multiple generations of games. You have to give a 3 for, like, the antagonist. You know what I mean? Though the problem is with that is, here's the kicker. Is it a 3 because of the game itself or because of what happens in the future? In which case, it's not because of Generation 1 that Team Rocket is actually that amazing. It's because of what happens in the future in later generations. So in fact, you might even argue that it should actually get a 2 because it gave you Team Rocket, but more happened later on. Oop, the lady's calling me. The lady has woken up. I am getting kicked off. I asked her, do you need time to wake up or am I getting kicked off? She goes, you're getting kicked off. It's time to go for a nice little hike. The boy needs to go for his walk. I think that's that. But now you guys got a taste of how this is going to go, which is really nice. This is going to be fun. Before we go, though. Oh, even the music's stopping. Even the music is stopping. It gave us all Pokemon, not just Team Rocket. If you want to give it a middle note for setting the franchise, I could agree, but even as my childhood game, it's broken as hell. Yep. That's the idea. I'm giving extra points to some of this because it was a trendsetter, right? Right. For innovations, I gave it a 3 because it is the innovation. It straight up is the innovation, you know, and I want to be fair in that capacity because otherwise Yellow didn't really have innovations. Actually, Generation 1 didn't have innovations at all. It just was the game. But before we go, I've decided I'm going to try and do, instead of doing a video, I'm going to do a cooking stream this week, okay? The schedule will come out tomorrow, but I'll do a cooking stream this week, okay? The Pokemon Iceberg is out. If you haven't seen part 2 yet, go watch that. That's fun. Oh gosh, she's calling me again. Let's hello? I'm coming down. I'm saying goodbye to chat. Okay. I'm coming. Don't worry. Bye-bye. She immediately hung up. She is ready to go. Either way, like I said, probably going to stream this week for that. I'm going to do Xenoverse on Friday, of course. Probably going to finish up Xenoverse at that point. Cooking stream this week. Probably going to be on Wednesday. Go watch the Iceberg video. This video should be out this weekend, I think, assumedly. I'm going to go ahead and go, though. Thank you guys for being here. Don't think I would do. Don't think I would do. Please be nice to each other. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.